here's how I'm going to start this before I hit the intro. For the very first time on Horror Research 30, we have dos Puerto Ricans. Hola.
¿Cómo estás, hombres?
Hey, how you doing?
And before they start speaking all that, never mind. Just watch the intro. Are you ready to slice and dice this film with us tonight? I hope so, because as soon as me and Chris shut the fuck up, we're going to be talking again very soon, and a few others. But before we get into anything else, Chris, what the hell are we reviewing?
Looks like we're reviewing the movie called Found. Thanks for joining us tonight so that you could find out what we found out about this movie. Decide if you're going to go find out if we were wrong or not.
And on top of that, you will find out what our review is for Found by sitting right where you are right now and just chilling. Just chilling. So with that being said, I mean, this movie really, really does slice and dice, and there's a lot of madness. So, welcome to the madness, people. Welcome to the madness. And just like that, we're back. John, what's up, man?
What's up, John?
Right, we got two Puerto Ricans on here. This, all right. I'm gonna get right into it.
What did I get for the trailer? I forgot. A 6?
I think so.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think I gave it a 5 or a 6.
You want to jump into early ratings first?
Yeah, sure.
All right, James.
Fuck this movie.
The caucus. You. Go
All
ahead.
right. I gave the trailer a 6. I thought it was going to be... It kind of was what I thought it was, but not good. It was like a kid's take on knowing his brother is a serial killer. There was cool, like, a little bit of gore. You seen a head get chopped off. But I did not like it. I'm going to drop this down. Early rating. I gave the trailer a 6. I'm going to drop it down for a 4.
Ooh.
It might go lower. We'll see what happens.
Oh, shit. Okay. Chris?
My early rating for this one, I think I gave the trailer either a 5 or a 6, and I had some, pre-notions that I wasn't going to enjoy this because of how gory it looked or whatnot. I'm going to say this is a 4-2 with James. That's my early rating on this one. I don't think it hit as many parts. It didn't make me cringe as much, and I didn't get that hostile, gory feel, especially with all the hype and bullshit text that was on the goddamn fucking trailer there. So I'm going to give this one early a 4. Let's see how we all go.
Ready? And then my guy, Kelvin. What's up, man?
So I actually went into the movie blind. I pulled like what I did with The Occupant. I didn't want to watch the trailer. I just wanted to walk in as blind as possible. So a question mark in regards to the trailer. I just wanted to go in blind for this one.
Oh, but what's your review for the film?
Yeah.
Oh, your early review for the movie.
Earlier for the movie, well, reading the plot, just, early prediction, I figured it would have been out of 5. My early prediction was a 1 out of 5.
Wow.
Diantre.
Yeah, that was my early rating for it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
A
1.
He was not a fan at all.
Pero qué, loco. Uno, pero
No,
qué.
eso película no parece bueno, entonces I just gave it my early prediction. But that was my early prediction. It was a 1 out of 5.
Cool.
Now, can you translate what you just said?
That it didn't look good. That's why I gave it the bad rating.
So after watching, that's your early rating as of right now? It's still a 1?
So it went from a 1 to a 2.5 out of 5.
Okay. So 2.5 for now.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is quite a steep rise from.
Oh,
Okay. I guess it's my turn. And I'm going to say uno, dos, tres. That means 1, 2, 3, people. There's my translation for you guys. I think I gave the trailer a 7. I'm going to give the movie a 5. Like, I was hoping it would be a 6 or better, but I'm going to give the movie a 5. The gore, I love the gore. I always love the titties, even the one that got chopped off. But it was
We call that a chicken cutlet.
I like
A
it.
little breast action.
My early rating is a 5. This film could have done so much more, and like you dropping the N bomb with the hard R. Yes, I say that with the hard R. That didn't really bother me just because the type of film it was. You kind of
Yeah.
expect it. I mean, the father says it, then the one son says it, and I just wish that there was a better story. Like this is one of those films I feel, and I know people can say it's more of a creep factor because you don't know why he's doing it, but we should have seen why the older brother, I believe his name was Steven, why he changed. Because remember how earlier in the movie, like certain parts of the movie, him and his younger brother were getting along perfectly fucking fine, and he was talking about when he asks if he can borrow a movie from his brother, he said, "Yeah, you can go in my room and get it." He said, "Because you asked me this time to go in my room." And his brother was saying, you should check out, I forgot what film, but he said you should check out such and such. Nightbreed, I believe, right?
Yeah, Nightbreed, because he had mentioned Hellraiser.
They mentioned Hellraiser because he wanted to watch Hellraiser again with his friend, but he mentioned Nightbreed. And I forgot what he said about it exactly, but I was like, what made him switch? Was it the films he was watching? Did he go through something? Like, what made him switch? That part right there, unlike the movie we reviewed for Tuesday, where I said it didn't really need much more of a story, for me, this one does. Because all this crazy shit's going on. You know what I mean? Like, all this crazy shit's going on. And it's like the brother's saying all this shit to him, but he's not saying, like, why. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously he was racist, but he obviously learned it. But I'm like, does he feel like black people are coming and taking over everything?
I think that's what it was. I think he said that, yeah.
He did say it, but when you see the fucking, like, the school, what is it, like 1 or 2 black kids?
He said they were all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, there was the bully
taking over
Marcus.
jobs.
There was the bully Marcus, and then there was the
taking over the church.
The pastor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Phil?
The thing is,
What
I
up?
just think he's a psychopath. Because he was talking to himself in his bedroom, like he was switching personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Yes,
can you handle this? Can you handle something? Yeah.
Then he was like, I can handle it. And he's just like talking to himself, and the brother's under the bed, like, what the hell's wrong with this dude? Like, what's he doing? So I think he had some mental issues, and I think just the whole mixture, the racism, like his father was talking, like, and he was like, they are taking over. He just is giving himself an excuse to act on like something to. Then the movie probably helped. Oh, that's how you do it. So I can, like that Headless movie. And the thing is, on IMDb, by the way, I scrolled down and it says suggestions. That cover, there's a movie called Headless.
Yeah, I did my research on that too. It was a film within a film, and they actually ended up doing a movie on it.
Oh. Wow.
Really, really quick, guys. Everybody go. If you're on IG, if you're on YouTube, give my boy Phil a follow on both. He's an awesome, great horror
Pete.
fanatic. Like,
I got you, Phil.
He supports everybody that does dope horror stuff like this podcast and other dope podcasts, which I'm going to get him on here as a guest one of these nights. You're going to come on and review a movie with us, Phil. But yeah, so go check him out. Check out his IG, @Philster678. Check out his YouTube, Phil's Creepy Videos. Dope guy. And he has some dope ass oh my gosh. His collection that he shows off, fucking amazing. Amazing. Some rare, dope, amazing shit. Go check that out now.
Nice.
And same for Doomsday. Go check out Doomsday. Go check out his Facebook. Go check out his YouTube. Also has some dope content. Goes to all these awesome cons. Is going to another con. Said he's leaving for Florida Monday, I believe. And I'm sure he's going to have some dope video and picture content to post. So go follow Doomsday right now, people. Now back to this film.
Nice.
But yeah, like I was saying, actually, you know what? I'm going to get one more thing knocked out. Because
I was going to say,
if they would have done what I'm about to show you guys in this film, none of this would have happened because they would all been too relaxed and happy and not racist. Because they had the Hemparita. They could have had Hemparita. You see this? The gummies, delicious. Amazing. Scrum-diddly-dum-diddly-dumptious.
I'm craving sour gummies right now.
Yo. They are sour. It's funny you say that because they are sour. They're nice CBD gummies. Hemp-infused gummies. They are legal in all 50 states. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50. All of them. Not talking about Jackson. They're amazing. They work very well. One gummy is one serving. Half a shooter is one serving. I double up. I have a full gummy or 2 gummies or a full shooter. That's just me. And if you do what I do, and you know what I do, and you do what I do, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You'll hear smoke weed and have this. Woo! Relaxation.
Yeah. When you live in a world where Nicolas Cage exists, you need something like that.
Oh god. I'll get that in 1 second because HEMPARITA has me. As a matter of fact, because he mentioned that, I got to take.
He has to medicate now that he heard Nicolas Cage.
Calm my nerves.
Especially he heard today that he's never going to retire.
This is relaxing. This makes you. And when you have the gummies, people, once you eat enough of these gummies, you drink enough of the shooters. After a while, you'll be able to do this. Give me 1 second.
Listen to dance.
As soon as I'm telling you, you have to buy it though. IHEMPARITA.com. Use promo code SOURCE30. Save yourself 10%. You spend over $50, free shipping, and you'll be able to do. To do this. HEMPARITA. Roll those R's. I'm telling you, people. I could have been speaking. No speaky, but I could have been. HEMPARITA. Get it. It's delicious. Nicolas Cage is trying to fucking ruin my life. You want to know how? I'll tell you how. Matter of fact, I'll show you.
I think we all know.
But you know, it's funny because I was at the movies earlier watching Cop Shop. I get a message from someone. It says, Aaron sent you a message, and then the second message is fuck. I'm like, what happened? I look, and it's an image. It's a thing of Nicolas Cage saying he will never retire from acting. I'm like, makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. It makes no sense.
Because he can't afford not to. I think that's the problem.
Well, he needs to figure it out. He needs to figure it the fuck out because nobody wants to see this bullshit. I mean, he's doing this to agitate me, guys. You know that, right? There's no
I think that's what it is. You talk a lot of shit about him. He sees it, and he's like, you know what? I'm working for life.
It doesn't make sense to me. It's unethical. It's unethical. It's unhealthy. It's un-American, and we're all about America, right?
It's un-American. The hatred must be that deep for you to say something like that.
It's ridiculous. If you're gonna put anybody over a wall, put this motherfucker over.
There's the Holy Grail.
Fucking career and everything about him. This is the scariest shit I've ever read in my life. This is bullshit. And you know why I'm so enraged is because these assholes right here are going to be the ones, yo, I know what movie to throw on whatever wheel to. And it's not going to stop because if it's a horror movie, horror with Source 30. If it's a non-horror movie, popcorn and pints. My life is ruined, guys. My life as we know it is ruined.
I mean, technically, any of his movies count as a horror movie to you, so they are valid for your wheel here.
Bingo.
Wow.
Awesome.
Makes sense to me.
Journey. Makes no sense. None whatsoever. I feel scared for his parents, man.
I mean, it'd be a bigger nightmare if me, Chris, and James surgically got our voices replaced with Nicolas Cage's voice.
Just sound like him all the time.
Awesome, man. Inbox me your address, and what I have business cards, and I'll send you something with them too for yourself for, being so cool. I'll send you one of my giveaways for free. Well, they're free anyway because they're called giveaways, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll give it away for $3.95 a piece.
But yeah, back to this film though, guys. Like I said, a 5 for me. It was like middle of the road, if that. Still way better than fucking Blood Lake. Way better.
Oh yeah.
Did you see Blood Lake, Kelvin?
Because of how you guys described it to me, I want to be mentally prepared to watch it first. So I'm not there yet, but I am going to watch it. Because
this one helps condition you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, but this Blood Lake is way worse. Way, way worse.
Yeah.
And Chris, if you have to talk to him in Spanish to help console him to get him through it, it's okay.
Yeah, no, his solution is going to be just put on Vicks. Since Vicks is the solution for everything for us.
Get the witch hazel, get the chamomile lotion out because you're going to be itchy by the end of it.
No, because like for Puerto Ricans, that's the only solution to everything.
Get
Vicks,
grandma
Vicks,
to fucking sprinkle the witch hazel.
Vicks and Sancocho. the two solutions to everything.
Vixen, what?
Sancocho. It's a stew. A soup,
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a
basically,
soupy stew. Yeah.
So you're sick. Here's some stew and some bits. All right, gotcha.
For us,
Gunshot Vicks.
it was
Stab Vicks.
Tussin, it's Tussin, ginger ale, soup, and an ass whooping. Depending, because you're pretending to be sick. So the belt
That supplies for an ass whooping. The belt and a cigarette for afterwards.
or a sandal for you guys, right?
Chancla, yep.
Yeah.
Chancleta. The maleton.
Over there having flashbacks. He was like, "Yeah."
I was about to have a Loomis moment. I felt it 16 years ago.
I didn't mean it. Like, oh, we're on the podcast, man. Relax. We're all adults now. If you're getting spanked in someone's house for pleasure.
But yeah, in regards to the film, I found it very well. First things first, I admired the low budget look of it for some reason.
Same here.
Like I'm really starting to and that's another thing I have to start doing. I have to really start watching more of these type of films.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that they're not your usual big budget films.
Yeah.
But the reason why I gave it a 2.5 instead of the solid 3, I felt like a lot could have been executed better.
Yeah.
So,
Now, don't get me wrong, that was one hell of an ending.
but
I feel like everything just could have been like
I
the
do have a
setup could
question
have
for you, though,
executed.
Kelvin, because
Yeah.
you're doing a rating out of 5, but here we do from Blood Lake, which is a -10, to a +10. So what would it be out of 10?
Okay, so out of 10,
And just because I mentioned it, and I showed fucking Nicolas Cage.
That's what made Blood Lake worse. If Nicolas Cage was the killer.
okay, so out of 10, I'm gonna run with a 6 out of 10 then.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
I'll run with a 6 out of 10. Like I said, it was there, but I feel like there was just some things that could have been executed a little bit better that would have given a higher rating. But it was very bizarre. It was a very bizarre film, different.
It was different. Yeah.
I dug the mental complications with
Steven?
Marty. Well, with Marty and
Oh,
Steven.
Oh, the boy got bullied.
More so Marty because younger sibling looking up to his older sibling discovers the shit that his brother does, and that's another thing too. Within the first 2 minutes, I'm already seeing fuckery when he opens up the bag.
Yeah.
Like I just started the movie, but it was you feel for Marty because he's at that complicated mental thing where it's like, does he side with his parents because he's fed up with a lot of the bullshit that he's been dealing with in the film, or does he side with his brother that Marty can see that his brother offers someone a solution?
Mhm.
So that was something I really liked. I was expecting more of a slasher tone with this one.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting there would be times where Steven was killing by himself, and there was gonna be times where Steven would kill, but Marty would witness some of these killings,
Oh.
which I was hoping for, but didn't happen. But
Actually, from the trailer, I thought I was going to see that too. Like,
Yeah.
I watched the trailer, and that's what I was hoping for. Kind of. I was like, oh, okay. His brother knows his brother is a killer, the head in the bag. And I thought, like you said, he's going to follow him one time and see him kill or something.
Yeah.
But no, it was like, I get it, like you said too, with the mental, like the kid was at that age. He's bullied in school. They're calling him the F-bomb,
Mhm.
Then the brother's protecting him. I get that. All parents are assholes when you're that young. You're not going to like what they say.
Yep.
But the older brother takes it to the extreme. Wipe out
Yeah.
anything that will make your life better. So even the parents, even though you love your parents, it's not worth it. It's like, get rid of them. Your life will be better without them.
I feel like for him, because he wants to be in control, like when he's in that personality, he feels like he has to be in control. He's number one, and he loves to protect his little brother.
Yo, he raped his own mom, man.
yeah, that was fucked.
Okay, here's a question for you. What's worse? Raping your living mother, or the videotape they're watching, you cut someone's head off and you're fucking the head.
Right?
That's the first one, dude. And I didn't think he was gonna do it. I think he was just gonna like really injure her. Then I saw like he was unzipping his pants. I'm like, oh man. I was saying like that was one hell of a third act. That third act really exceeded my expectations as to what would happen.
It was fucking wild. Like I didn't know what to expect when I watched this movie. I thought it was just gonna be like the older brother. I thought he was gonna be a serial killer. I did think he was gonna kill the parents, but I thought it was gonna happen sooner in the movie, just based on the trailer. I thought it was gonna happen a lot earlier. To where this was gonna be like a thing throughout the movie of him protecting his brother.
Yeah.
Because at the part where he's like, I'll never hurt you, or I don't want to hurt you, or some shit when they're before they start hugging in the fucking field.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, okay, it was way fucking different than what I thought it was gonna be. And it was fucked up. It had its funny moments, like fucked up funny shit, and then it just had its funny moments which any kid would laugh at or any guy would laugh at. And I mean, even when the two kids were drawing the little comic books or the graphic novels, I thought that was kind of cool, actually. But I was
I forgot to bring that up. The opening credits, I really love the Sin City type vibes. Like it had Sin City, like kind of like Sin City style blood and gore on the opening credits. I thought it was pretty cool too.
Yeah, it was real dope. I just wish the story was better. If the story was better, deeper, because I don't even think the acting was that bad. Like it wasn't bad acting, in my opinion, especially for this type of film. I just wish the story could have been better. Could have had more of a deeper story as to why. Because again, you can say, "Oh, well, you know, they do this in certain movies and blah 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 blah," and it makes it scarier. But it's like I think it would make it more scary as to why, because it would make it even more realistic. Because shit like this can happen. Because they didn't, at no point in this movie did they make it act like he was supernatural or bulletproof.
Yeah.
At all. Like he never got into that type of confrontation to be shot. Yeah. He got into the confrontation with his stepfather, but there was just like a physical fight, or his father, sorry. But it wasn't like weapons and all this other shit. So yeah.
Well, until he took the shovel to the back of his head.
No, but I'm talking about earlier in the movie when they fought in the garage.
And the fist fight. Yeah.
Not later on. Not later on. But
well, I guess the movie. I get it. It's going in. It's basically this movie's following the eyes of Marty. So when his brother leaves and doing his thing, it's like real life. Like your brother leaves, you don't know what's going on, so we can't see what he's doing because he don't know at the time. Like, I get that part, but yeah, I don't know.
And that's another thing too. I feel like I was going to add into what James said. I like that too, the psychological factor for viewers, because you don't see what he's doing. You don't see how he's doing it. Like I was like towards the end, I was glad they didn't show exactly what he did, but you had to see later on. So it's like in your mind, you're processing like, what the hell is he doing, type of thing. So I was actually pretty glad they didn't show him committing the killings. Like you hear it, but you're not seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
But the ending, I wasn't expecting that to be the ending though. I
kind of liked that ending though. It was kind of weird.
No, it was.
I liked how the kid was in the bed with the parents' heads next to him. I was like, God damn. I was like, wow.
What I was expecting was Marty to protect his parents and kill Steven.
Yeah.
But that because he's already reached the mental peak, he ends up caving in and kills both of his parents.
Mm-hmm.
So then like he pretty much becomes like Steven's successor.
Okay.
Like I said, the ending, I mean, it was a good ending, don't get me wrong, but that was the ending I thought.
I didn't mind the ending. Yeah, I like the ending.
Yeah. The ending really picked it up for me.
And then the fucked up part is like, he's like, will I ever be found? Like, will people notice that I'm missing? So it's like, shit.
Yeah, yeah. When he was like, well, people notice that I'm missing from school. Will they notice dad's not at work? Will they notice mom's not in the office? I don't know.
And he's all tied up too with the gag in his mouth.
Yeah.
It'll be a couple days, but yeah, they'll find him.
Especially when they see his fucking brother walking down the street, fucking body covered in blood.
Yeah, naked on top of that.
Jeez.
Can't ignore that one.
That kid's fucked up for life.
Both of them.
Shit. I had a slightly different expectation from the trailer or whatnot, and what I thought was going to transpire and end up how it ended up. But honestly, I thought the kid was going to go through the discovery, show the events of like shit unfolding, but then somehow being taken under the wing of his brother and being his successor by training, but then realizing, hey, I got to take him out type deal. And then he snaps and he just continues the same kind of history repeats itself type deal. And he doesn't realize that he just became the same evil type deal. That's what I was expecting from it initially watching the trailer.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the whole dynamic of processing, right? Of thought process and evaluation and trying to have understanding. Even though he's still telling the story, you can tell he's still making sense of it at the same time while he's discussing what's going on. So it's super deep. As far as the imagery and shit like that, tons of fucked up shit, obviously. It, like I said, I was expecting a little bit more gore or a little bit more realistic feel to it, but so on that end, based on the expectation, I think that's why it's kind of a little bit less for me than what it could have been. Because I like I said, I was honestly expecting hostile type. Like every few scenes, the shit just looks super real. Like the spoon thing with the eye, I went like this, but at the same time, I'm like, God, that still looks so fake. But you know what I mean, type deal. And that was the extent of it. The head getting chopped off on the table in the movie looked fake. The tubes that with the blood were coming out. I mean, I understand budgeting and shit like that. I was expecting a lot more from this, and in the creep factor and fear factor and grossness of it.
And the perverted gore. That's what I call that. It's like you just sit there, like chop a kid off and like sucking on the hole of the blood and let the blood drain your face.
I wasn't expecting that. Who the fuck expects that?
No one expects that. I was shocked. I was like, what the?
I was just like, all right. And then fucking the head. All right. Whole new meaning to skull fucking, okay? But listen.
Actually, I think there's a real serial killer used to do that though.
I've been waiting to use this line the entire time because I was watching it with Sturdy. All right. I'm sure if he was nice and asked politely, perhaps without the mask on and the blade, maybe he had a shot with her in another setting. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you guys this right now. That whole scene he's when he's sucking the blood out of the hole, that's nothing compared to the shit that I saw in a Serbian film.
No, thank you.
Yeah, really? I'm telling you guys right now, a Serbian film is 20 times worse than what the hell we just saw. Like it's.
Oh, I believe it.
And I only saw it once, never again.
No, thank you.
So, Chris.
There's a certain level. Level. We don't go past a certain level.
I like the gore, but this perverted shit. Like, even I was like, whoa, okay, they're going there. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, okay. Don't get me wrong. I'll still watch it.
There's that notion behind you in your mind that you know the person who's carrying out these acts is getting some type of gratification out of it, right? I mean, but that's just the next step up to, how can I completely fulfill myself in that moment? The blood dripping on him, one thing, one different type of pleasure and euphoria. To end it all, got the head off, got to, and it's like, y'all niggas is just nuts. Y'all went way too far. Like, no. First of all, it never should have got to this goddamn point in the first place. Second of all, you took it to a titty slash off, to eating that shit, to a table, a head off. It just kept fucking snowballing as far as how worse and worse and worse perversely it got. Not even gruesomely, just perversely. It's like, that takes away from me a little bit too, because it's like who's thinking about this in their fucking dreams and writing this shit down and presenting it to the world? Well, like, maybe you shouldn't. Like,
let me apologize for the caucasity. Because this is like, it's always the freaky. You read about serial killers, the one who does the nastiest, craziest shit. It is always the white ones. With mommy issues or daddy issues or something, it's always the crazy. Or abusive.
I guess I'm misunderstood, and most people don't understand me. I don't understand them, but we didn't meet in the middle somewhere. I guess that's where common civilness comes in.
No comprende, Holmes.
You don't need to. I can draw you a picture. We have Google Translator nowadays.
Oh, and the head chop off, man, with the blood like going down over his head. That was a powerful stream, just like R. Kelly's. Yeah, I got the R. Kelly in there too. Look at that.
There you go, James. Good job.
Wow.
Good job.
I was trying to figure out after that scene when he chopped their head off, right? So I was confused, first of all. There's the scene with the titty slice, right? Then he gets her on the ground and you see him working and he gets it off, right? But then it jumps to the next scene. It's another victim. Like, there's no explanation. The conversation just happened. So I was kind of like, what the fuck? Like, again, like Sturdy, and then I had to stop because I was like, I don't need to know this.
That's the thing.
Just an element of the movie.
It wasn't a real movie they found. It was like a snuff, like one of those snuff films, and it was just like it looked like it was like a real person killing. It's just that's all he recorded was the kills. It was like no storyline. That's why the kid was like what kind of movie is this? This movie
Yeah.
sucks.
Like, your
There's like no
brother's fucking
dialogue.
crazy.
Yeah, why you like this shit?
Yeah, and
So
it's also why the one kid was so scared, and like Marty was.
yeah, because he was seeing his brother because he knows.
Because he's seen the head in the bag already. Maybe even two heads by then. I don't remember.
Maybe he thought his brother was
Several.
recording this. And that
Several.
was
He
him
said
in
it's
the
usually a
mask.
black person's, or you know what I mean.
Yep.
So he's seen it for a while. It wasn't just that one, and then he ended up getting the little boy or whatever. But fucking the you know, after that, I was slightly confused. After he gets the blood drench, he picks up the head. He goes now. Did he lay between her and like do something in that as well? Because there was a bunch of blood everywhere as well on that when he's there.
Well, he was leaning his head against her crotch, and I think he was having the head blow. Like he was fucking the head. That's what you're talking about. When he was laying there. Yeah. I think that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Then it ended up him in an alleyway against a wall, like fucking the head like hardcore.
Is that when he was fucking the neck?
Yeah, I think he put it in the neck or something. Yeah.
Yep.
Yo, it was. I did not expect that, man. Now I'm like, I seen there's a real movie Headless. I was like, is this shit in this movie?
Well, I believe from what I read, they made a film about it, and that one also got somewhat positive reviews.
Wow.
So I'm curious. I'm definitely curious to watch it. When he pulled out the VHS tapes, I was like, are these movies real, or were they just created?
We got to figure out, go back and see what those 3 movies were that they mentioned in this film.
One looked like a rip-off version of was it Creature in the Black Lagoon or something?
Yeah, the green base cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
See if they're real. If they're real, I got to throw them on the wheel. I feel like I have to. I know, what was it, Headless?
It was Headless. That's one I remember.
There was Headless. There was
something about rattlesnakes.
What the fuck are you animals watching? Henry, I wish I had the answer for that.
Bro, I don't.
Yeah, Henry. This was a weird one, man.
We are at the will of the wheel.
Yes, the will of the wheel. It's a movie called Found. It's on Tubi. So
2012. There's a lot of movies called Found, by the way. I almost clicked on the wrong one.
Yeah, it's
I almost clicked on 2020.
Guilty.
Found period.
Yeah, I almost clicked on 2020. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's from
like, this don't look like the cover. I'm like, this don't sound right.
And it is fucking. It's weird. It's wild, crazy. It's nuts. There's a lot of caucasity in it. A ton of that shit. The whole movie's caucasity. The whole movie.
See, I must have looked away at some point. Because what was the last thing you guys were just talking about?
The movies?
The something about what was it? I missed something. We were talking about the throat going in the throat, and then something else after that.
Oh, against the wall in the alleyway. Oh no, that's the throat one. The one where he's laying against the between her legs.
Yep.
We mentioned that. I don't know what else we said.
And Henry, really quick for those of you, if you're
the powerful bloodstream, R. Kelly. I mentioned.
He said I came in here. Next thing I know, Jimmy's over here talking about sucking holes and fucking heads.
I must have missed
That's
something.
my new weekends. Good time.
Yeah. By the way, Henry, don't forget, watch The Greasy Strangler.
Oh God, please. I don't want to say nothing about it.
No. We're not talking about it. We're not reviewing it. We're not discussing it. But I just let the cat out the bag. Meow. It's out the bag. Meow, meow. So next Thursday, Tales from the Creep will be back on here on Horror with Search 30. And they mentioned The Greasy Strangler last time they were on here with us. We're all going to be reviewing that. And they're also going to be giving us their thoughts on Blood Lake. You guys already know our thoughts. We can give them our thoughts when they're here live. We just don't have to rewatch that bullshit twice as...
Yeah, I'm done with that. I memorized it. I don't need to watch it again.
Yeah, it's one of those films that's so bad, it sticks with you. Like, that's going to be like the fucking last thing I remember. My last breath.
I know.
Okay, my last vision is going to be Blood Lake. That's how bad that movie was.
My last breath is like, fuck Blood Lake.
Then everybody come close. Yeah, fuck Blood Lake. Yeah, so yes.
I'm trying to think of other scenes.
Well,
basically that's the only fucked up gore part though, is when they were watching that video.
Yeah, really. That was
like, okay, here's the thing that confused me. They showed that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't show him killing his parents. Like, I thought we're going to see him rape his mother, bash his father's head in.
We've seen the rape.
No,
I know.
No, he stopped it. No, he
stopped
it. The brother stopped it. Then they did it afterwards. That's why he came in naked.
Yo, so the thing that I missed. So you guys were talking about. So the movie, when that happened, I must have looked away for a second because I saw the kid's face, the brother,
Oh, the
when he
brother
took the
was
mask
imagining it.
off.
No,
Yeah,
he
so I was
imagined
like,
it. Yeah.
oh shit. And I must have went to go do something. And then when I came back, I saw his face again. So I'm like, yo, no, he didn't record him doing the shit. And he made a movie about it. So I
Yeah.
thought he
Yeah.
did a project, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
And
then they
it
showed the
was
real guy.
real. Right. The
They showed
second
the guy
time
who had,
around,
like,
just
he was
now,
like,
when me,
he kind of looked like a
TUBI
skinnier
again,
version of what's that rapper with all the tattoos on his face? But he has dreadlocks now. God damn, I forgot his name. Aaron, you know what I'm talking about. Kalen likes him.
Post Malone.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. I think he does like country music now.
I think he does like pop music.
I don't know what the fuck he does.
I don't know.
He just looks like he smells bad. Another Tubi movie. Let's see.
Yo, so guys, I found out the other two films.
Okay.
So aside from Headless, it was Death Rattlers and Deep Dwellers.
There
Deep
you go.
Dwellers is the one that's like the ripoff of Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yo,
Okay.
do me a favor when you get a second, message me those movies.
Gotcha.
So
I picked this one.
Oh man.
And I seen a couple people on Facebook review this. Well, I didn't see them review it. They're saying we are going to review this on our podcast.
Oh, you hear the clap? And not the kind you get from, being nasty. The clapping of the hands. Not the cheeks either. That'd be fun to do.
Look at the clap.
No, the movie review.
Oh, that's what it was. Jesus.
Oh, fuck. I forgot what the movie was called already.
Demonania? Demania or something?
Okay. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Oh, fuck.
That was one of my random picks from Tubi when I was scanning.
That's
I didn't read. I don't know what it's about. I just looked at the cover. I was like, "Oh, this is probably dumb." Click.
Oh, thanks, James. Oh, this probably fucking sucks.
Got burnt once, but it was only gonorrhea. Fucking header. See with him, I thought he'll get athlete's foot.
Oh, in his mouth?
No, his mouth or his dick. I don't know. I don't know what he does.
Oh my god. Got burnt once. Wow.
So there was one question I was like, well, I was thinking to myself, I want to ask you guys this. After watching this, do you guys feel like it's better off on its own, or would you guys like to see a sequel?
Oh.
Ooh. Good question.
Like a much older Marty trying to seek out vengeance against Steven. Like pretty much Marty would be like take a line from Rise of Leslie Version. Like Marty would be like Steven's Ahab, basically.
I would watch it. I'm not gonna say they should, but if they did, I'd be like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, why not? I'm with you.
Yeah, because I mean, this one came out in 2012, so like years have passed enough for like an older.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
Marty.
I mean, they could have done it in like real life years. They could have did it in like 2 years, and movie years it could have been 20 years. You know what I mean?
Like he's on meds. He's in a foster care.
I was gonna say even more so to your point though, Kelvin, is if they did it in the real time as of now, they would both be adults, and you know what I mean. To the point to if they're both still surviving and the shit's still going on, and Marty's trying to go after him and stop him.
Right. Or something, yeah. Or maybe he snaps and like he said, like he becomes him. Just like him. It shows him killing people. Anybody that reminds him of his brother. It could be anything. You could spin it around.
I mean, you can even throw in an older David.
Yeah.
Because David, lucky enough, he was the one that didn't get killed.
I'm about to fuck shit up. Listen to this. What if the whole time, this whole movie, right, it ends and you wake up and see Marty in like an insane asylum or in prison, and this whole time him like thinking his brother's the murderer, and it's really him. Like
that would have actually been a pretty good twist.
Like there was like no brother. He made up an older brother.
Yeah. Chris had to step away for a little bit, so I had to move that over until he comes back.
But like I said, if they made a part 2, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I would definitely. I would watch. Like I said, I'd definitely watch it, but I'm not asking for it.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I'll be fine if it's made. I'll be fine if it's not made.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are.
I'm the thing. I'll watch anything. Like we were talking in the chat earlier. Someone posted what did you do last summer or whatever the fuck that movie's called. They're doing a remake or something. I was like, fuck
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's Amazon series. I'm gonna give it a shot.
I'm gonna give it a shot, but I'm not looking forward to it. I didn't like the movie.
Because of the reason that so when they years back, the summer where I graduated high school, when they had announced the Scream MTV series, I shitted on the idea. I gave it a chance, ended up actually liking the show. It exceeded my expectations by a lot.
Okay.
So it's like I gave that a chance. I might as well just give this one a chance.
Yeah,
because I'm actually a fan of the original. The sequel and the third are fucking trash, but I'm a fan of the original, so I want to see exactly how this one.
I was never a fan of the original. I just didn't like the. I just didn't like the how they. I don't know. To me, those kind of storylines. Like I like slashers and everything, but for some reason I did not connect with that one.
And I read the book. The book is actually completely different from the movie.
I didn't know there was a book.
There was a book. The film is an adaptation of that book.
Okay.
The book was more murder mystery, but when they made the film, they made it more of a slasher.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the book was good, and I enjoyed both, but I would have.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how this film came out like late 90s, early 2000s.
Something like that.
So that was like that was like the era of like the heartthrob slashers where you had all the heartthrob actors and actresses in it.
Yeah.
So it's like it was expected.
That's true. They had like the stars at the time where everybody was crushing on.
But I'm gonna see. Damn, if only Chris was here. Freddie Prinze Jr. is also Puerto Rican.
But really quick,
perfect timing if Chris was only here.
You'll say it again. I'll make sure you say it again. Henry's basically said, "I know what you did last summer was the most mediocre slasher ever." Oh, he's here. He's back.
There he is.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
For some reason
I'm listening.
Okay.
But he was saying how, which I agree. I know what you did last summer was a very, very mediocre slasher. But Henry, it's yes, I guess you can still call it a remake, but they're doing a TV, like a series of it. Michael Jackson's not Puerto Rican. We're not giving him. They already have enough fucking pizzazz and spiciness. They don't need Michael too.
I did not know Freddie Prinze was Puerto Rican, by the way.
Yeah, his dad was a famous Puerto Rican comedian from the 70s. He was in that show Chico and the Man.
He is way too pretty. Just saying.
To be Puerto Rican?
Way too pretty with straight hair to be some Puerto Rican with that light skin, man. Like, come on.
Wow.
I'm gonna go do some research. I want the DNA.
He's mixed with Hungarian as well, so that
oh, okay. There we go. Got you. I bet.
No, but yeah, like I mean, I'm not gonna give high praise to the original. I know you did last summer. Like I said, I enjoy it. I don't see the series being as good as the show.
As the movie?
Yeah, I mean, as the movie. But I mean, you can't really compare a show to a movie. Like that's why I stopped comparing Scream to the Scream show to the Scream films.
Well,
I was never a big fan of Scream either.
I hate it. No, I didn't hate it, but it wasn't that. To me, for me, again, for me, before I say this, for me, people, for me. So people, I don't want to hear you say no. For me, Scream, and I know what you did last summer, same fucking box. Same fucking box. I'm with you. You could live with them. You could live without them. Like I
agree.
Well,
a lot of people love Scream though. People
I know.
Are like obsessed.
Will I watch them? Of course, I'm going to watch them again because we're probably going to eventually review them because Scream 5's coming out. So I feel like it's going to go.
I'll watch it. Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching that.
Yeah, but
Scream 2 and that for me.
They're okay for me. They're okay at best for me.
I like the scary movies better. Making fun of Scream.
Way better.
I was like, they did way better.
No comparison.
I mean, Scream was one of the first few horror films I watched growing up, so I have that sentimental attachment to them. Yeah. I am gonna watch the original. They're re-releasing it in theaters for I think the 20th or 25th anniversary. One of those two. But I have to watch that in theaters. I'm definitely catching that in theaters, and I'm really excited for the fifth one that comes out in January.
All right, I'm gonna be a weird one here. So Henry mentioned without Scream, you wouldn't got I Know What You Did Last Summer and Urban Legend. I didn't mind Urban Legend.
Yeah, actually,
a lot of people hated
Urban
that
Legend.
one. I didn't mind it.
I enjoyed Urban Legend.
I've never seen it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't. Think
Oh, you never seen Urban Legend?
And if
I didn't mind that one. I thought it was decent. I was like, oh, okay, I'm into this one.
Urban Legend Final Cut 2, I somewhat enjoyed it as well.
Okay.
The third one, not so much, but Urban Legend and Urban Legend Final Cut.
I don't think I ever seen the third one. I think I seen the first and second.
Yeah, the third one, they took it into an unnecessary supernatural route, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like
Wait,
it.
is that with the ghost car?
No, it was with Bloody Mary.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think I've seen that one. All right. The white person's version of Candyman.
Basically.
the white person's version of Candyman.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's true what Henry brings up, because, I mean, the late 90s, early 2000s was a pretty, I would say, mixed bag for slashers.
Mm-hmm.
Because there wasn't a consistency. Like the 80s, 90s, well, 70s, 80s, 90s, you could bring up a lot of slashers that were, were good, but late 90s, early 2000s, like I would say like the best slasher during that time period, and even at that, I don't like it as much now, was Halloween H2O.
Oh, okay.
It felt more like a summer slasher than an actual fall-themed horror film. But like when you're ranking all the films from that time period, I would have to put Halloween H2O as the top.
Yeah,
and second best, I would have to say Valentine from 2001.
I like
Valentine, which is an underrated gem in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't mind Valentine. I thought that was pretty good. Is that the one with the supernatural dude?
No, it was the Cupid mask killer.
Yeah, but who's the one who played him? Wait, hold on, what's the actor? I forgot his name.
David Boreanaz from Angel.
Yeah, there you go.
Really?
I didn't mind that. Yeah, I didn't mind that one.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, like you said, the slashers around the 90s, high 90s, early 2000s. But then it started going into, like, that's where the paranormal shit started taking off.
Yeah, which is
like you got the paranormal activities. You had Final Destinations and shit kicking in, and
another one to throw on the wheel. Which Final Destination, guys, I'm not apologizing for this. That's like a guilty pleasure of mine. I just enjoy these films. And it's one of those ones that, like, when I started the first one, it's like fucking eating Reese's. You can't just eat one fucking Reese's. Reese's are delicious. I was going to say something else, but...
I love Reese's, but after the second Final Destination, it started getting old. Like, I'm like, how many times you're going to... Well, okay, I get it. How many... The part 1 and 2 were, like, the most... what is it?
Kill count?
Yeah, the kill count, like the ideas of the kills, like the log trucks on the highway. Because to this day, like I've said this many times, you're driving a highway, you see a truck with a whole bunch of logs, you automatically think that movie, you go, yo, one of these fucking dudes are going to logs come through my windshield.
Because of part 3.
Over.
Yeah, because of part 3, I have my thing with roller coasters. So
I'm like, but then they started going, like, what else can they, what other way you can die? Falling on a spoon?
I pay attention when I hear lawnmowers, I'm just saying.
Oh, see, that don't bother me. The first two.
The rock shooting through the lady's eye, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm good, bro.
Don't get me wrong. The first one, I think it was the first one. They had the corny one. Like the fishing hook in the closet or something. The dude died with tetanus or some shit. I don't even know how he died. I forgot. Like, how's a fishing hook or something from a fishing pole or something?
Wait, fishing hook.
Was it in the closet? Was it like some kind of...
Oh, no. He was setting up... He was trying to test the waters to see if anything could literally kill him. He set the trap purposely, so when he closed the door, the hook went through the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew there was a hook in like some kind of closet.
But they're making another one that's going to be centered around first responders. So I'm curious to know how that one's going to play out.
Oh, interesting. I'll watch it. All right, cool.
Where do you put like Jeepers Creepers? Is that a slasher or is that a
it's more
supernatural demon or something? Like
it's like
you like a creature feature.
Yeah, creature feature. It's kind of like a sci-fi. No, I don't want to say sci-fi. Because when I say sci-fi, I think like Sci-Fi Channel. They're fucking over.
Yeah. CGI
fucking trash movies.
Now, if we're talking creature feature, Jeepers Creepers does not get the respect and recognition it deserves, in my opinion.
The first two.
2 I wasn't crazy about. 3 was trash. The first one though is one hell of a freaking gem to watch.
No, I like that one. Yeah.
I love.
Was part 2 with the school bus?
Yeah.
Real quick, John said the Final Destination. The last Final Destination was terrible. 1 and 2 were good. The others were.
I agree with the 1 and 2. Yep.
I agree. So
I also want to say that they're just fun films. Like I love films like that.
How many are there? 6 or 7?
5 right now,
5.
with the 6 on the way.
What do you
High
say?
Tension.
If you guys want to see a great slasher from the 2000s, look up a movie called High Tension.
Put it
I've
over.
heard of it, but I've still yet to watch it.
Someone-
I have
I
to
never
check that
seen
one
it.
out.
I never heard of it.
Someone please message High Tension to me, and I'll add that to the
Gotcha.
wheel as well.
But yeah, Final Destination was, I would agree, it's meh. But what's crazy is that the ending really compensated for like whatever flaws that movie had, because no one expected it was a prequel to the first one.
Mhm.
Like I'm watching this, I'm like, when you look at the plane tickets, like Flight 180, I'm like, oh shit. So it was, Final Destination 5 wasn't all that great, but it was one hell of a twist.
Okay.
So it makes you wonder for 2, 3, and 4 if there were others that had premonitions prior to the settings that they ended up in each film, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Like in 3, when Wendy was in the roller coaster, one of those victims that were killed, what premonition did they deal with prior to that? You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Because this goes back to what Tony Todd's character was saying, like death always wins.
That's another one that's going on the fucking franchise wheel, people. So the way that this franchise wheel is going to work, it has to have, and I know franchises, I guess you can say start at like 4 or 5. I'm going to say trilogy / franchise wheel. 3 movies or more, it's going to go on that wheel. Trilogy / franchise wheel, and it's just going to be those movies. And the way that we're going to review them is, so say it lands on Final Destination, just because we're talking about it. We'll review 1 and 2 on the Tuesday episode, then we'll spin the wheel again. Then we're going to spin the wheel again like we always do. And if it happens to land on Final Destination again, we'll do 3 and 4. Or if it happens to hit that wheel again, the trilogy / franchise wheel, we're just going to complete this series of that movie. So we'll do the next 2 of that film until we're done.
Okay.
Instead of jumping around franchises, because it wouldn't make sense doing it like that. We're still going to jump around wheels, but we're not going to jump around the franchises when it lands on that wheel. So, yeah. Be on the lookout for that wheel. It'll be out at some point. I don't fucking know.
And a holiday wheel.
The holiday wheel will. I actually want to start working on that this weekend.
I'm looking forward to the holiday wheel. Sounds fun.
And the way I
want to search some movies.
The way I was thinking about it right now, as of for October, because October has so many movies, not Halloween, not the franchise Halloween with Michael Myers, of course, because that's the only one the franchise, but any other Halloween type of film, we're going to need however many Tuesdays and Thursdays there are in October. I don't know if there's going to be 8 or what, depending on how, the week.
Wait, how many Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Yeah, are going to be in October. That's how many movies I'll need for that wheel, because we're going to do it for Halloween. And if we can find enough for November for Thanksgiving, we're going to do for Thanksgiving movies, we're going to do November. And I'm telling you guys right now, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving is going to be Thanksgiving 1 and 3. That's a tradition that's starting this year. I did Thanksgiving the past 2 years, but starting this year with 1 and 3. Every year from here on out, that's what's going to be reviewed. You're going to get different points of views. I'm always going to give the first one a 10. The third one, it's going to jump all over the place. But the first one, always going to get a 10. You know how much I love that film. But yeah, so we're going to do October, November, and then Christmas horror. I know there's plenty of Christmas horror, but go ahead, Kelvin.
Yeah, my bad. So yeah, October, there's going to be 4 Tuesdays and 4 Thursdays.
Okay, so we're going to need 8 movies in October, and I'll get the rest of the numbers out for you guys for November and December. And you know what? I'm going to make a post. And what do you guys think about letting this be like a fan pick? If we get enough movies, we'll add more if we need to.
I don't mind. As long as it has to be Halloween. Mm-hmm. It has to be, it can't just be random. It got to be actually a Halloween movie. And not Hocus Pocus, people.
Trick or Treat, Henry, great fucking choice. Henry,
yes, I love Trick or Treat.
Solid pick, Henry. Solid fucking pick.
I've never seen any of those.
What? Trick or Treat's a freaking gem. I watched that. I have to kick my own ass. When you watch these films years after they come out, you wonder like, why didn't you watch it beforehand? Trick or Treat is a solid fucking flick.
I said the same thing. I try to watch it every year.
Literally, Trick or Treat is what the Halloween franchise could have been if 3 was more successful than it was.
If they went with that, if that idea was
Trick or Treat's an excellent example of how that franchise would have turned out.
That is a fucking dope fucking wow, Kelvin.
Trick or Treat's amazing.
You got to put that one on the Halloween wheel, definitely.
I am. I'm actually going to try to make a post right now. I'm going to put it on the page right now and the group.
Yeah, Chris, you have to watch it. That's like...
Oh, I'm done it now.
I haven't watched it. It's been
Oh, it's on the wheel. He has no choice.
It's been a while since I've watched it. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Like for this October, I'm gonna flood October with so many horror films.
Yeah.
Trick or Treat's definitely going to be up there. It has to be up there.
It has to be on there, yeah.
You guys keep it
What
going.
else do you consider slashers? What other movies are considered slashers then? I mean, Chucky is kind of a slasher. Well, yeah, Chucky is a slasher.
Chucky's it's kind of paranormal douse, not too paranormal. Like
well, like you were saying from like that 90s, 2000s era. Like what other big slashers are there really?
there was
My Bloody Valentine. Well, that was mid.
That was 09.
Late. Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit. That's what I'm saying. It was a mixed bag because I mean there wasn't a consistency.
Sleepy Hollow, 99.
Okay.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Oh, that's right. 90, yeah.
Candyman, of course.
98, 99, 97. Candyman, yeah.
Let's see. A couple movies I never heard of.
Sweeney
Ravenous.
Todd was like 2008 to 12 too, right?
Yeah,
2008, yeah.
That's the is that the musical one?
Yeah, the Johnny
Oh,
Depp.
yeah, Johnny Depp with his wife in it too, yeah.
Yeah. Halloween, Candyman, Screams, Wes Craven.
Yeah.
Scream again. Sleepy Hollow.
Freddy vs. Jason, 2002.
Man Bites Dog, 92. I never heard of that. Funny Games, never heard of that.
Oh, I heard great things about the original and the remake. I've heard good things about Funny Games.
Huh.
So I'm making a post right now in the Facebook group. As it says, we need 7 more movies for October's for the October holiday horror wheel. We already have Trick or Treat, no Halloween though. That's going on the franchise wheel. Just because I don't want anybody to throw Halloween on there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of B movies, slashers.
Oh yeah, there's a ton. There's plenty of respect on Candyman's name. Plenty.
Well, to be
Really?
more
That came out in 92, bro?
Yeah, 92. Yeah, Henry, to be more
Wow.
specific, I meant like mixed bag with like the late 90s, early 2000s, like that
No, I know
specific
what you mean.
time period. Yeah. But of course, nobody could forget to think about Candyman. I just saw the new one too, not so long ago.
I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
It definitely has people divided. I can say that.
I will say this, people. Now, at the end of this month, maybe beginning of next month, I'm not sure exactly. We got to talk about it because I know we both want to watch it at least 2 or 3 more times. But me and Henry and whoever else wants to join us, it'll probably be on a Saturday and it'll probably be late. But we're gonna be reviewing that. Slaughterhouse Demons. Is that a
Ooh.
Demons is a slasher?
Is it a
Killer.
I thought that was actually like a paranormal with demons. Like I didn't know it counts as a slasher.
Is that for
Killer
a
Clowns?
is that for a holiday horror, October horror movie, or is that you're talking about slasher?
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, is these Halloween movies?
So again, guys, I made the post on Facebook.
Okay.
So I want to let people who listen or watch Horror Source 31st go before.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
And what I'll do is I'll give it.
I'll have to do some research anyway.
Shit, what is today's date?
It's 16th.
Okay, I'll give it until I'll give it until like the last weekend in September. And if we don't have 7 other movies, we'll fill out the rest. That's how I'll do it. So again, you guys have until the end of September to please just fill it out and post it right on. I made a thingy, so just post it right there, right where the you know what I'm trying to say. You guys know exactly what I'm trying to say. Right where the post is. But back to this movie. Let's jump into ratings again. Do you guys still feel the same way about this film?
I feel like I got to lower mine just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, what did I say? It was a 5 or a 4 earlier.
Oh fuck! You know
I
what?
think you gave it a 5.
I'm glad you said that, Chris.
Oh, you
Yeah,
gotta pull up the list.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna drop. No. I think it can. I think it's safe at a 5. I think it's safe splitting the difference.
Okay.
1 second.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it as a 5.
Part of me wanted to go to a 5 for a split second, but I can't get myself to do it. It was okay, but not. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there was couple gore parts. If there was more showing killings, the end was cool. That's another reason I was thinking about bumping it up a little bit, but then I was like, no, it's just a scene at the end. A kid with his dead parents' heads next to him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with my 4 on this one. It was like, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to lower mine from a 6 to a 5. Like I said, it could have been executed better, and I think that it was missing. I feel like the pacing, was just out of place. I'm saying that's what could have been executed better, like the way everything led up to each other. I'm not going to consider the absence of Steven's motive as a flaw. I dug the fact that we don't know why the hell he's acting the way he is. But like I said, it was just the pacing. It was the pacing. The pacing was the biggest caveat for me. So I'm going to lower it from a 6 to a 5.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Aaron's enjoying the hell out of those gummy bears right now.
Shoving handfuls in.
Dude.
Because it's like crumbs. My Cheez-Its are like crumbs right now, so you guys. That's what I mean.
Oh, holy shit, I thought you were eating the gummy bears. I'm like,
oh, you eat that whole bag, even though it's just CBD.
out for
so you're
days.
fucked up.
I'd have been gone.
You should test it one of these days, Aaron. It'll be a scientific test. You just eat the whole bag.
Dude, I could do that as a challenge. You know what's upcoming.
I don't want to waste them all though, because I like them too much and I like to relax. But for me, I'm sticking with my 5 with this film. I agree with what everybody said, and to top it off, like again, going back to what I was saying earlier, the story could have been so much better. Like if they could have just added a backstory as to why Steven was the way he was, this movie would have easily been a 7 or an 8 for me. Just that extra, because it's like, okay, this movie kind of makes sense now. You know what I mean? It makes, even though what he did was fucking terrible, fucked up, you should never do that. But you at least have, in the movie sense, because movies got a movie. Brought that back. But in the movie sense, it kind of makes sense. Like, okay, so, you know, he went through this type of trauma, this. So some switch went off in his head, and he can't control, you know, why? Because he's bipolar, maybe schizophrenic. Like, why?
I'll lay more. I'll lay. See, that's the thing. They didn't give enough hint. It was like a mental disorder. I don't know if it was like
well, he definitely had
personality disorder type thing, or schizophrenia. I don't know.
Yeah, because his personality was crazy. Like, and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying, like, he was just either super nice, like, hey, bro, yeah, you can go, you know, because you asked me this time, you can go and watch my movies or whatever, get whatever you want, blah, blah, blah. Or if you tell, I'll kill you. I'll kill mom and dad, and I'll kill you, and I'll kill your friend too, basically. Like, it's just that switch, and it goes off just like quicker than the snap of a fucking. Yeah. It was wild. It was.
Do you think that's because he kind of felt like, oh shit, you're not gonna have my back the way I would always have yours type deal?
I don't know, because really quick with that being said, Chris, like in his mind, he's protecting his brother, he's helping his brother, but in reality, he's not, because it's like, okay, you're killing all these people because you have whatever you have going on in your mind, but then to top it off, you're killing your parents, and your brother's like, listen, don't do that. Like, whatever, he kind of looked past everybody else you killed. He's like, you know what, you got to stop. Don't kill mom and dad. Like, now you're hurting me.
In his head, he's still protecting his brother. That's why he didn't kill his brother. He said, he told him straight up. He's like, trust me, you're going to be better off. Watch and see.
Because all the shit he's gone through and all the anger and arguments and shit like that. He's like, I'm going to save you from this so you don't have to go through what I went through.
Yeah.
And again,
but not knowing, blinded, that he just fucked up his brother even worse.
Mm-hmm. And this is why I go back to fucking crumbs, man. I wish I had the real squares. But anyways, I go back to them telling more of a story as to why he is the way he is, because then it's like, okay, not that I agree with what he's doing, but in his fucked up mind, I can kind of understand, because whatever triggered that, whether it be his parents, his father, just anything, whatever triggered that and whatever triggers it now, you're kind of like, okay, so maybe in his mind, he's seeing it and hearing what people are saying or doing this way, but in reality, it's happening this way. So in reality, his dad's like, listen, shut up, relax, calm down. And in his mind, it's like, I'll beat the shit out of you. You better shut the fuck up or I will hurt you. So he's like, I got to attack. I don't know.
Yeah, he definitely had rage.
But
rage issues.
It would have made things better if they would have told a little bit more to the story. Like, just gave us something. Because we...
Speaking of the father, that confused me a little bit. I thought the father was a decent guy. Took his son to the movies. Like, he was enjoying time with his son. Like, if he was abusive and asshole, why would he take him to the movies? It's like, he was letting him stay home from... Yeah, you can stay home. It's all right. I'll take you to the movies. But the older brother's like, he's a dickhead. He's abusive. I'm like, what?
Well, look at the relationship that they had. They got into the argument, the fish fight, and all of that shit, right? The guy, dad's always coming down on him about his piece of shit car leaking in the driveway, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean?
That's a normal family, though, man. That's like...
It gets to a certain extent where the person who's receiving it no longer feels like, hey, this is okay. Like,
yeah, I guess, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't see nothing extreme, I'm saying, until the fist fight in the garage.
The fist fight in the garage, dropping the N-bomb so frequently and freely, like, because that has to fuck me. Just imagine, like, your parent pretty much saying you can't like a certain race just because.
Oh, no, I get that part too. Well, I'm just saying, like, the abusive part with the parent. Like, I can picture it, like, of course a father's going to say, yo, your car's leaking oil. Get that shit fixed. There's oil in my driveway.
Yeah, get the fuck out the driveway.
Yo, that to my head, I'm like, that's a normal conversation. He didn't say, like you see movies where the son will walk in and the father will just punch him in the face, like, what did I tell you about your fucking car? You know, it's just like an argument saying, yo, your car had oil, and the son started back talking. And that's when the arguing started going back and forth. But I didn't see the father as, like, super abusive. He was racist as fuck, but...
So there's two things I want to bring up in regards to that. What I think played a factor to Steven ended up the way he did, early on in the film, you guys caught how Marty pointed out that his mother had old love letters from someone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that probably like Marty was too young to remember, or before he was born, his mom and her dad used to argue and fight a lot about that in front of Steven.
Oh.
And it could have led to some type of physical altercation with Steven that eventually, like, pretty much he bottled in his anger. And as he got older, it finally got older. That's what I think. And the second thing, this has a huge similarity to American History X.
Oh.
It's two brothers, both with fathers that are racist, that got carried on into them. The older brother is the most volatile one, and it eventually carries over into the younger sibling.
Yeah, that's true.
That's something I caught too. Like, is it in my mind? Because I saw like how the dad was he seemed like a decent guy, casual guy, like in American History X. Yeah. Until he dropped the N bomb, you're like, oh, that's how he feels. Yeah. You're like, so there's huge similarities between the two.
Okay, wow.
But in terms of what Steven's motive, it definitely has to go back to what I pointed out with the love letters, or it could have been something even worse than that.
Okay. Yeah, because he is way older. We don't know his life, what he went through when he was older.
Yeah, exactly. And he's much older than Marty. So, like I said, either Marty was too young to remember, or before Marty was even born.
Question. I thought I heard him say stepson. So that's why I was like, wait, he might have been the step-in, you know what I mean? And he has a different
I didn't
dad.
Hear that. I thought they said father.
I don't remember.
I know I heard father at one point, but I thought I remember hearing something
cheated
about
on the husband or something. I don't know.
Like, treat my stepson great or some shit like that. I could have sworn I remember hearing that.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't catch that.
Really quick, because I wanted to actually say this a couple minutes, like right after Kelvin stopped talking about, the part that he was talking about, because it made me think of it, is as far as the mother with the love letters, what if those love letters were from the pastor from back in the day, giving the mother that pipe, and then either she's cheating on her husband, maybe, and she still has these love letters, and maybe that's what made him racist, and they're taking over because they're taking over his wife inside of her, stretching her out, But no, but seriously though, like that could have made him a racist right there. His son, he could have put that in his son's mind, and then that's just like. Because he's like, they're taking over, blah, 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 Maybe.
I don't know. They don't give us enough, so it's all
They don't.
speculation.
Exactly. It makes you think. Yeah, it could be a lot of reasons.
And this is one of those movies, again, unlike last week's, or sorry, unlike Tuesday's, and again, my opinion. The last movie we watched, I felt that it didn't need much more of a story than it told. It would it have made it better? Of course, it would have made it much better. But at the same time, I didn't feel like it needed it as much. This movie here, though, definitely needed a story more. And I almost want to give it a 4, but I'm gonna stick with my 5 with it because the gore did turn it up, and like the craziness of it did kind of like, you know what I mean? And again, the racism in it didn't bother me because they kind of just like, it was almost like the way the family acted, especially the father and the older brother, Steven and the dad. It was almost expected. It was the mother, which I don't remember her name, and Marty were like the good souls of the house, just kind of innocent. You know, Marty would get into kid shit when him and his friend would sneak into that little, what was like a abandoned train cart. And, you know.
Yeah, he went to the tracks, to hang out.
But other than that, he did kid shit up until, you know, where shit changes and shit, you know, the climax pretty much hits. And I'm just like, wow, this is this film is really fucking crazy. Like, it's really fucked up. It's really crazy. It's real like, holy shit. What the fuck is going on? This is a sick, twisted. It's like almost like a torture porn. And with some of it, it's almost like a torture porn.
Like a diet torture porn, because they don't really show a lot.
Yeah.
They really didn't show as much as you would think.
No, they don't. But you know what they're doing, and
yeah.
So it's like I don't even know if it's called. Maybe it's a. Would it be considered as a snuff film?
I would say a movie of a snuff film, if that makes sense. So it's not like a real film where somebody got knocked off, but it's like somebody made a movie of somebody getting knocked off and tried to make it look real, type of deal. And then they got inspired by a movie. I don't fucking know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to keep a 4 though. I can't bump it up. Part of me is like thinking a 2, and I'm like, nah, I can't do it.
I almost want to bump it down to a 4. That's the thing. I almost want to give it a 4, but just because of the aspect of what I just spoke on, I have to stick with the 5. And I mean, would I watch it again? Probably not. Actually,
no, I won't watch it again.
Yeah.
Do I feel like people should watch it? I won't recommend it, but I'll never tell you not to watch a movie. And again, with these bad movies, I feel like we should just watch them all anyway, just because.
I mean, to get that different experience, you know, you never see something like this.
Yeah,
usually.
exactly. To get that different experience, because it's always, have you seen Halloween? Have you seen Candyman? Did you see what the fuck, Malignant? Shit like that. Not, have you seen Found Man? Oh shit. Have you seen Blood Lake? Oh my god, you're never gonna watch that shit again. You're never gonna watch that shit again. And I feel like those are the movies you gotta watch at least once. I'm not gonna say you're not a real horror fan if you haven't seen those films, because that's bullshit. I hate when people say that stupid shit. Stop saying that. Because if you're a fan of horror, you're a fan of horror. It doesn't matter what you see, what you watch, what you collect. You're a fan of horror if you're a fan of horror. That's all you need to be as a fan of the genre.
It's one thing to buzz balls saying that, but there's others that take it to the extreme saying that shit.
Yeah, and I got something to tell you. Fuck you. Because you're making those people feel bad about being horror fans because they don't know as much as you do. Teach them the knowledge. Simple as that. Just teach them. Show them. Sometimes
guys, Nick Cage talking that quote.
Fuck Nick Cage too. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna start being on the lookout for other films like this for sure. And dude, I just I finally signed up. And I think the last time we spoke, I said I was gonna activate my Shudder account.
Yeah.
Which I did because Slasher season 4 is there.
Okay.
And it's the best fucking one out of all of them so far. So I'm enjoying that. Once I'm done with that, well, not even. I'm just gonna look at what other films Shudder has, because I heard, not for nothing, Shudder has a lot of sleeper films that are a little less known.
Oh yeah. I need to start using Shudder more, because I've had it for damn near a year and a half now, and I barely use it. I think what I need to do is make a fucking Shudder reel.
They're doing an Elvira 40th anniversary.
Yes, that's it. That's what I see. Yeah, Shudder.
Is that this Saturday or next Saturday?
I don't remember. I know I saw it and I was like, yeah. Yes.
But either way, though, I'm going to make a Shudder wheel, because Shudder is a dope fucking app. I do, really quick, and I wish, I'm not blaming anybody for this. I wish Shudder, I'll just say you because you're the app out. I wish we can go to one app and watch any horror movie ever created. I know the licensing and the money
Yeah.
would be fucking very, very tough, but it would be so dope if that could work.
Oh yeah, all the Halloweens, all the Nightmares, all the Friday 13th, all the Texas Chainsaws. Like
Oh,
have that be the
yeah.
central main hub for just straight horror films.
All of them.
Yeah.
And from that to even a movie like Found. I'm not even like if there's a streaming support, have Found on their streaming, have Blood Lake on their streaming, have all kinds of fucking horror films on there. From the worst to the best, from A to Z, from 1 to 3 to whatever number. You know,
Big movies, all of them.
Or even like have a lot more Shudder original films, Shudder original shows. You know.
yes, Shudder is dope though. Shudder is really stepping its game up. Like the original movies are pretty cool. I don't know
Creep Show.
I don't know if you guys started Creep Show, but
I haven't started yet. I haven't even watched the original ones.
here's what I'm gonna say to you guys. Here's what I'm gonna say. So, myself and my boy Kyle, Canadian Kyle, aka Kyle the Angry Canadian, aka Mr. Canadian Bacon, aka Voice of Canada. Fuck Drake. That one was for you, Henry. You're welcome. What was I getting? Fuck, what was I talking about?
Creep Show.
Creep Show. Me and him are reviewing it. So we're waiting. Season 3 is coming out in October. We're in the middle of season 1 right now. We've so far we reviewed episodes 1 through 4. So we only have 2 more episodes for season 1. I think each season I believe is 16 episodes. I know 1 and 2 are. I don't know what 3 is going to be. But once we're done with season 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to make a trailer for season 1, make a trailer for season 2, make a trailer for season 3. I'm gonna drop the season 1 trailer, and then drop season 1. Boom, 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 boom. 1 episode a week, and then same with 2 and 3. And then after 3, hopefully we're done with another freaking at least 1 or 2 seasons or something. I'm gonna drop that like right once 3 is all the way scheduled all the way out. I'm gonna drop the next one scheduled all the way out. Hopefully we can get that done before, I'll say Thanksgiving, Christmas maybe, for that, just because it's so close, you know, it's like, it's kind of tough, but we'll see what we can do. If you want to be a part of that, you want to, you know, join for an episode of any of that, which all you have to do is watch the episodes that we're going to be reviewing, which, like I said, we usually try to watch 2 at a time just to kind of knock them off, but shoot me an email. If you want to be a guest for that, or if you want to be a guest for one of these live shows, or, yes, those 2, you want to get some sturdy merch. Don't have prices on things quite yet. I know the mugs are $15. The shirts, gotta talk to the wife for first. But horrorabsurd.sturdyguests@gmail.com. Again, that's horrorabsurd.sturdyguests@gmail.com. And that's if you want to be on a live episode or a pre-recorded episode of Creep Show. I'm only saying Creep Show right now because that's what we're reviewing. We do have a show wheel, but we're gonna finish Creep Show first. And after Creep Show, like I said, we're going to go on to something. We're going to spin the wheel and see what we do, what happens, and all that fun stuff. There's also there's also other cool stuff with the show reviews. So we're going to be doing, similar to how we're doing it now, we're going to start saving our reviews per episode. And with Creep Show, because there's like 2 episodes in one. So it's going to be per half episode and per episode as a whole. So you're going to get 2 ratings. Well, you're going to get a few ratings when you watch this. You'll see. So that's going to be fun. I think. Go ahead.
Was there any winners for the code word?
No. You guys are tuning in, paying attention more, which I am going to eventually make a video. I'm going to try to do it this weekend and put it out on the group and the page just to let you guys know that there is giveaways on the live shows. So you guys start tuning in more and you figure out what the code words are and you figure out where to email it at and all that fun shit. But so I'll say it again for this from Tuesday because, you know, we were gone for a little bit. I'll double it up. So #Scream, and you're going to get 2 prizes, but you have to have it emailed in by Tuesday. And then Thursday, we're going to get back to the regular routine. Email #Scream to horrorabsurd.sturdygiveaways. Yes, horrorabsurd.sturdygiveaways@gmail.com. And you're going to win. I told you guys I had a bunch of these envelopes already packaged, which I really do. So you're going to win 2 of these. #Scream to this email, horrorabsurd.sturdygiveaways. You're going to win 2 of these. What's in it? You'll find out when you get it. It won't be Blood Lake, though. I promise. And also, people, one last thing about these giveaways is it's not together yet. I may or may not let you know when it's going to be, but the Bizarro Horror Absurd Sturdy shirts, you know, the backwards logo, So with those, they're all going to be 2X, right? And the whatever color that my wife makes, so say she does a black and pink one Bizarro, she's going to make 2 of those. One for me, one for one of you guys. How do you get it? With the random giveaway. Not only are you going to get a Bizarro Search 30 shirt, and like I said, they're all going to be 2X. Sorry, but it just makes it easier. I can just get one size and send it out across the board. So not only are you going to get one of those rare shirts, because again, it's only going to be me and you that has it, you're also going to get a Search 30 approved movie. One Search 30 approved movie and a dope shirt. And with those are movies that I give definitely, obviously 10 out of 10s. I'll say between an 8 and a 10. Between an 8 and a 10, and it depends on the movie for me. But you're going to get one of those, and like I said, a Bizarro Horror Research 30 shirt. So you got to start paying attention to this giveaway shit. Every video that comes out on Horror Research 30, you need to watch. I promise you, you're going to want to watch them, because I'm not going to tell you which ones, because that'd be too easy. I'm not going to tell you when, but there's going to be some giveaways just in random videos, not just on the Thursday episodes of Horror Research 30. Up. I let the cat out of the bag, meow. But just on random shit. It could be on the upcoming, it could be on the trailer review, or it could be on an episode. Tune in and you'll find out. But thank you, man. I greatly appreciate it. Kelvin, we have to make you a one of these things, because Chris, just read the ones I'm going to pop up, and then I'll read the next screen.
Okay.
But just so we can let people know about your blog. So do you want to just tell them about your blog real quick, Kelvin?
Oh yeah, so I'm planning on, like I mentioned before in the last podcast that we did on the Occupant. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna plan on doing my articles back again. Been on a prolonged hiatus, but starting early next month, I'm gonna start doing my articles again. I have a few articles planned, as well as a few Q&As planned. So definitely be on the lookout for those. Find me at pophorror.com/synthwave phantom, or Mercer 3K should be one of those two that comes up. But yeah, early next month is when I'm gonna start getting back to my articles.
Awesome. Yeah, we got Chris. We got to come up with a banner for your Puerto Rican brother over here.
All right.
You guys got to add each other.
Me and Chris are officially like the Puerto Rican ambassadors for Horror Research 30.
You know what? You guys can have. You two are the Puerto Rican ambassadors of Horror Research 30. I don't know if that's going to help the show or not, but you two have the crown for that. James, you're the white ambassador.
Yeah.
Kyle's the Canadian one.
Henry, you're the
light skin ambassador of Horror Research 30. Hope you're still there. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Done for the gradings. It looks like collectively it came out to a 47.5 out of 100.
Dang.
So, yeah.
Almost 50%.
That's it. Almost.
Can you pull this one up there for you, Chris?
Thank you, sir. We're going to go from top left here on the screen. We got the worst damn gamer ever. That is me, your boy, Chris, a.k.a. Chris P., a.k.a. the worst damn grower ever, a.k.a. the worst damn gearhead ever. Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Catch me everywhere. I got the Devil Made Me Do It podcast, which is a serial killer podcast. You can find them also on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. We got Any Last Words, which is also Sturdy. What's that one? Another movie podcast review?
Any Last Words is horror. It's horror, and she does like cooking things, creepy jokes.
That's right.
Kitchen.
Especially tacos.
Yes, there is a lot of tacos on there. She does a lot of dope shit on there though. But it's a mixed bag of a lot of horror things. That she does more than just podcasting. She does movie reviews, interviews, like we said, the cooking show, and a bunch of random stuff like when she's out and about doing horror stuff. So yeah, definitely check that out, people. And you already know, live shows every Tuesday and Thursday night, 9:00 Eastern time. Check out Horror Research 30. And I will tell you guys this again: if you ever want to be a guest, shoot me an email at horrorresearch.30guests@gmail.com. Again, that's horrorresearch.30guests@gmail.com. And you can be among these live episodes on Tuesday or Thursday or Thursday, or you can be on a pre-recorded episode of us when we're reviewing Creepshow, because we're not done Creepshow yet. But also check out Popcorn and Pints. It's every Saturday, 9:00 Eastern time, where we review any genre of movie except for horror, because that's for Horror Research 30. And you guys know you get your horror from that. Stories from a bar. You're going to get some awesome, great stories at local bars in the capital region, brewers, and all that cool stuff from our boy Chris. And Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you listen to podcasts, including YouTube, you can check out Stories from a Bar. Have a drink, crack a beer. He loves IPAs. If you like IPAs, crack an IPA. White people, I'm talking to you. Deep Focus Cinema. You guys have seen Ibrahim on here. He's going to be on here again to do Malignant because he asked for it. So we're going to set that up shortly. It'll be one of those episodes to where we kind of just put it together and like, yo, let's just do it now. Similar to how we're doing the Greasy Strangler next Thursday.
Mhm.
So Deep Focus Cinema Podcast, you know how Ibrahim gets a deep dive on Horror Research 30 when he is here, and on Popcorn and Pints when he has time to jump on there with us as well. This fucking podcast is going to be a deep, deep dive. It's Ibrahim and his co-hosts. Yes, I said hosts. Fucking have the same deep dive drive he does. It's fucking amazing. It's fucking nerdy. It's fucking awesome like all the other shows. So take your asses on over there. Give them a like. Give them a holler. Give them all that good shit. Give all these shows a like, a love, a holler. Hit that subscribe button. All that good shit. Because they're all dope. They're all entertaining. And you're going to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. We definitely got to set something up, Doomsday. It'd be cool to get you on here finally, man. Either then for a little bit too, like when you're out and about for a little bit, you know, pop in, or when you get back, either or. But we'll figure something out, definitely, man. But yeah, guys, this was a fun one. With that being said, I'll see you in your nightmare.